Konbanwan, everyone! Welcome. Welcome. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. And good evening. Hello. How is everyone feeling? Shiki, a Nekomata was spotted killing dogs within the last 24 hours. Be careful. What did Nia do? What did she do? First time I've caught a stream live. Hello, Soda Funk Shrimp. Konbanwan. Save chapter. No censors required. Also no locking IIRC. Yeah, I heard this was like mainly just a visual novel chapter. So we kind of don't have to do anything. We can just relax and go through the story. Yeah? Looks like you're gonna be collabing with some big names. Oh! I mean the Phasmo collab. I'm excited! I'm excited to collab with friends. I've been friends with Sho and Bao for quite some time, and I've never collabed with Finana, but I'm very, very excited to collab with her as well. You can still die? Oh, it's because there's choices, right? Ugh. But yeah, I'm really excited for the Phasmo collab. I'm very, very excited. I love collaborating with my friends. Phasmo's gonna be fun. Yeah! This whole week is gonna be fun. Today, we've got Corpse Party. Tomorrow, we've got more Alien Isolation. Hopefully, we can get past that part I was stuck at yesterday. And if I die 10 times in Alien Isolation tomorrow, you guys get to pick my pizza toppings. And then on Wednesday, I'm having our members-only game night. So it'll be available for all members to watch, but only members in Milky Bone tier and above will be able to participate in Gartic Foam. And then on Thursday, we have the first episode of Occult Talk. And then on Friday, we have the Phasmophobia collab with Sho, Bao, and Finana. Then on Saturday, Gen 3 is doing a Left 4 Dead 2 collab to celebrate Halloween. And then on Sunday, it is Spin Halloween with Shiki Day. Yeah! It'll be a 12-hour-ish stream. We're gonna do a whole lot of activities. We're gonna have lots of fun. I'm gonna release a cover. We're gonna do lots of stuff. I'm very excited. Also, that sounds like a bad idea. What sounds like a bad idea? I think that sounds like a great idea. Shiki, are you gonna use proximity chat in Phasmo? Yes, we're going to try to use it. Last time it didn't work when I collabed with Meru, Moonjelly, and Yua, but hopefully it works this time. It didn't quite work the last time. Right, Gartic Phone, excited to draw with Shiki. Yeah! I have to use my mouse since my tablet is still busted, so that'll be fun. What a busy week. Yeah! Super busy. 12 hours, you mad woman. Yeah! It'll be our longest stream to date. Hello, Shiki. Big fan of your voice. Hello! Welcome and thank you. I'm not sure if I can attend the Halloween stream very much. I'm gonna be on holiday. Oh, that's okay! I hope you have a fun holiday. Shiki, Sunday might have some issues. YouTube tends to cut out at 10-ish hours, if I remember correctly. No, it cuts out at 12. It cuts out at 12. I remember because Iku did a 24-hour stream and it had to be split into 2 parts, and each part was around 12 hours each. Ugh. I can't try, but I'll try. Draw, but I'll try. Yay! I'm excited to see your drawings. Oh, cool. Yeah! Yeah, first time on holiday during Halloween. Ooh, I hope you get to do lots of fun stuff. Hi, Shiki. Hello, Lloyd. Hope you're having a good day, Shiki. Thank you! I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not feeling the best today, but I'm glad that this chapter of Corpse Party is pretty lax, so we can just chill while we play. I'm a little nauseous today. My back hurty, but we're still in for a fun time. I'll be late for Gartic, but my drawing will also be awful since Gartic has no stabilizer. Yeah. I'm gonna have to miss most of the Halloween stream as well, but I will watch the VOD. Excited to make a snack with Shiki, even if it's not live. Oh, yay! I'm sorry you have to miss some of it, though. I hope you have a good day. Wholesome chapter? Oh, wholesome! Chill with the hood, yeah. Let's chill. Short chapter, so please rest after. Ah, good. So I apologize for my low energy. I just kind of coughed so hard today that It made me nauseous. Because you know when you cough so hard that, like, you feel something coming up in your throat? My tummy just did not agree with it. I'm sorry, but this might be my last time watching one of your streams for 2 weeks because I have to prepare for some tests. Oh, that's okay. I really hope your test goes well. I wish I could watch all your streams this week, but exams are holding me back. That's okay. I know that this is a hard, like, season. There's lots of exams going on. I know there's, like, midterms and such. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You guys just come when you can come. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm 500% bad at drawing, so I'll do my best to be there, but no participation for me? Oh, okay, Tafak. Also, my corpse party standards anyway. Alright, feel better, Shiki. Thank you! I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. Just a lot of coughing today. It's not like it's every other word or every other minute now. The cough is like... And it comes in bursts. It comes in bursts. Alright, guys. Are we ready to continue Corpse Party Book of Shadows? It's a really nice lore chapter, to be honest. Oh! Alright, guys. I'm just gonna quickly shrink myself down. Bring myself over here. Let's get rid of the chat box and let's put chat right here. And let's turn on window capture. Alright, I think we are good. Let me just mute my BGM. And let's turn on the headphone audio. Oh, I have to go. I have to watch the VOD later. See everyone. Bye, Pushel. Thank you for coming. Alright, here we go, guys. Oh, God. That was loud. Sorry if you had to go through that. Holy shit. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Oh, God. Wait. Sorry about that, guys. We are on Encounter. Let me turn it down just a little bit more. Why are you so loud? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. From Kat, Stream Funds, just throwing money at my Oshi as well as expect she didn't see my hint yesterday. Can't wait to see the result. What do you mean hint? Hint for what? Hi, Meteor! This really wasn't my day. I knocked over my alarm clock this morning, and of course it stopped working. The very last pork sandwich sold out right before my eyes during lunch. And I was roped into a favor when I happened upon my homeroom teacher, Mr. Yamazaki, long after the school day had ended. So now, like it or not, I was on my way to deliver some notes to Miss Yui, our homeroom TA who was out sick with a cold. Oh yeah, Shiki, just wondering when will you put up the submissions for No Sleep Stories? Oh! Okay, so... tomorrow I'm putting up submissions for a cold talk because while I have my own facts to present, I'd also like you guys to present stuff. So on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, I'm posting for a cold talk, and on Wednesday I will be asking for your submissions for No Sleep Stories. Yeah. I sent a hint yesterday during Alien Isolation. It's an obvious hint, but we'll see what happens. A hint for what? About what? Oh yeah, apparently John sent you an off-screen dono. I'm scared. Hold on, I gotta read this if you send it off-screen dono. Oh, I see it! From John. Oh, he tipped the equivalent of an akasupa. Sending you this message to let you know that although it pains me, probably won't be coming to tonight's stream. A deadline for a project that I've been working on for about 2 months now is coming up soon, and I need to focus on it. I love occult truth. Aw, thank you so much, John! If you watch the VOD, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, Kat, thank you so much for the dono as well. I will be sure to read all super chats after the stream is over. About what not to do? For Alien Isolation?
これが6番地。33の77とかじゃなければ。だけど。
I stopped and compared the memo in my hand with the apartment building in front of me. It was 2 stories tall and looked a little on the shabby side. Probably about 20 years old. It didn't seem very Sorry, my mom let Pepper in. It didn't seem very solid, nor was it particularly stylish or chic. It was a completely unremarkable structure in every way. Oh, for this chapter. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a sip of water in 3, 2, 1. Hold on. I need to mute the cough. Actually, let me shrink myself down just a little bit more so that you guys can see a little bit more text. Yeah, that would be good. There we go. Okay. Squeaky door, yeah. In any case, it seemed certain the apartment was on the 2nd floor, so I trudged up the startlingly narrow, steep stairs. The metal staircase was thoroughly blotched with patches of rust. Why would someone live in such a rundown apartment building? Are you really asking that question? Of course, teacher salary is low. Hello? I felt a little sorry for her, but in a way, this place kind of fit her personality. What? Are you saying she's run down and rickety? With that thought in mind, I turned my attention toward apartment 201.
ここが201号室か。でもユイ先生の家じゃないな。
I don't know, this place looks a little too nice for a teacher. The door plate for the room nearest the stairs had a name I didn't recognize scribbled on it.
ってことは、この奥か。
Passing room 201, I continued down the narrow walkway towards the end. Wandering alone around an apartment building I'd never been to before made me feel kind of nervous. It wasn't like I was doing anything wrong, but my back still tensed up as I maneuvered around piled up strollers, plastic toys, and bundles of newspapers. And then finally, I arrived at the last door.
ここだ。
This was it. I breathed a sigh of relief. The door plate for apartment 207 read, Shishido. For an adult's handwriting especially, the letters were rounded and overly cutesy. This was Miss Yui's place, all right.
なんだろうこれ。
I leaned in to read something written in small script on the corner of the door plate.
愛病注意って、猛犬注意じゃなくて
Beware of dog.
ユイ先生らしいや。
Well, how exactly does one beware a house cat? Hold on, I need to mute the cough again. Okay, there we go. Is it even possible for a house cat to be threatening? At any rate, I confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was Miss Yui's place, so my errand was nearing its end.
それにしても、山崎先生もひどいよな。風邪ひいたクラスメートにプリント持っていくならわかるけど、風邪ひいた副担の先生のうちに授業のノートを届けろって。絶対におかしい。間違いなくこれ担任の仕事だよ。
He said he was busy with meetings, though, and really needed one of his students to help him out. But was it really okay to entrust a school student with confidential class notes?
これ、生徒が読んじゃまずいノートなんじゃないのか？
He knew you were a pussy. My mind kept drifting from one question to another, and I'd become acutely aware of the inherent value in these notes I held in my bag. But tempting as it was, I just couldn't bring myself to look at them. Hi, Shiki just got here. Hi, Waffles! Welcome! Mr. Yamazaki put his faith in me after all. And I was stronger than that. I couldn't let this get the best of me. At any rate, I was here. I should have just been able to drop off the notes and be on my way. putting all my doubts and misgivings aside, I rang the doorbell. And then I waited. And waited. And waited some more. But there was no answer.
俺、呼び鈴をしたよな。
Oh yeah, guys, I'm excited. I can finally start uploading like highlights for VOD soon. So I'm currently awaiting the final VOD render for the Hot Monster tier list that I did, and I'm also going to be uploading a highlight from the PRISM Girls Shilling stream.
Yui sensei!
I'm excited to upload those. I rang the bell again and also tried calling out. But there was still no response.
どうしよう。寝てんのかな。起こしちゃ悪いけど、でも心配だしな。
When we'd heard that Miss Yui was staying home sick today, we were all pretty disappointed. That's why part of me was actually a little happy that I was asked to run these over to her. I figured I'd be able to check in, see how she was doing, and let everyone at school know that she was feeling better.
けど会えないっていうのは想定外だったな。ゆい先生！ゆい先生！反応なしか。
Hold on, guys, sorry. Wait, guys, I just saw from Meteor. He also sent a Streamlabs dono. Meteor has tipped the equivalent of an Akasupa. It says, thank you, my brothers, for always supporting our little Inugami. Ah, thank you, Meteor. I really appreciate it.
Yui sensei. すみません。
Thank you. Thank you guys for always supporting me. I cry into my hands, my paws. Those highlights will probably get more views than the streams they're from. No, yeah, all my uploads get more views than my streams do. For sure, they always do. It's because short videos are more appealing, and people, like, don't want to sit and watch a 2 to 3 hour long VOD. She was probably sleeping or out at the doctor's or something, but what if she was hurt? I tried opening the mail slot and peeking in. That's how stream VODs go. Hard to find time to watch them. Yeah, for sure. That's why I want to try to put out more VOD highlights. I thought maybe I could get a glimpse of the room inside.
Yui sensei.
So I think I'll start trying to upload maybe 2 to 5 highlight videos a month that are 10 minutes or less each. It felt kind of wrong peeking into someone's house without their permission. But I was legitimately worried about Miss Yui's health, so my conscience was clear on this one.
Neko.
Yeah. A well-groomed cat was facing the door and staring back at me. With its head tilted slightly to the side, it let out an adorable meow. Well, that's not necessarily true. I like 4-hour video myself. I watch a lot of Mahler videos personally. Well, it's mainly just based on analytics. And since Miss Yui was always going on and on about her little buddy, I was pretty sure I remembered his name. I have been expecting you.
この子が噂のモレじゃなくて確かモネ。そうだ、モネちゃんだ。へえ、綺麗な猫だな。
The cat has rabies. Yeah, Nia gave me rabies. That's why I took 5 days off streaming the other week. One moment, I need to cough again. I'm tired of making gross coughing noises! Oh. Another cough drop for the mouth. Miss Yui talked about her cat a lot in class, so pretty much the whole school had heard of him. She even had some tins of cat food hidden on a shelf in the classroom, probably because she'd bought too much and had no room for them in her apartment. What was it like having rabies? I sounded like I was going through puberty.
先生がいるんだったら起こしてきてほしいんだ。
Shiki, you don't need to mute every time you cough. Oh, but I do. It's very gross. It's a very grody cough. Like a smoker's cough. Yeah. My shoulders sank. I felt defeated. What the hell was I doing? I closed the mail slot and stood back up.
弱ったな。ゆい先生、どうしたんだろう。
Best dog cat noises.
どっか外出中とか。
Some people are into that, but not all. Imagine having to go through puberty for a second time. That's scarier than anything else the stream has in store for us. Oh, guys, I'm impatient. Do you want to see the pumpkins emote? You guys get to see what it looks like. You won't be able to use it because I won't be uploading it until Halloween, but do you want to see it? I'll turn my BGM back on just for this. Okay, I'll show you guys. This is the pumpkins emote. Here it is! It's gonna be available to use for all pumpkins on Halloween. Yeah! I'm very excited. Shiki, you can never stop being a tease, can you? No! I am a blue baller. Yeah, I'm so excited! I'm very excited for you guys to start using this to represent yourselves! Yeah! Corbin made it so cute. Corbin used the sketch as reference. Actually, I think Corbin traced over my sketch that I drew in my first member stream and then reworked it to be the cutie that it is now. Yeah! I'm very excited. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Okay, back to the game. Excited to see which emotes won the membership poll as well. Yeah, those will probably come out in November, I'm guessing. My occultic Inugami can't keep blue balling me like this.
開いてたりしないかな。
I'm gonna take a sip of water in 3, 2, 1. How do we fit in there? Yeah, y'all got a big head. And with a quick twist, I turned it and pushed on the door, opening it easily.
え？鍵かかってないのか。
Nani?
うわ、いけね。モネが出たら大変だ。お前のご主人様は不用心だな。鍵もかけてないなんて。
Yeah, you guys only have a big head because you have a big brain. You guys are 5 head.
なんだ？その通りだにゃって。モネもやっぱりそう思うか。
Here I was talking to a cat. Was this what I'd become? By the way, Shiki, just want to say, while coughing / drinking sounds, etc. don't bother me, I really admire you going through the effort of doing it for everyone else. Aw, thank you.
どうしよう。
I was feeling pretty uneasy. Not only had I peeped into someone's home, I had walked in without a second thought. Moreover, this was where Miss Yui lived, alone, in other words, a woman's apartment. No matter how many times I reminded myself that I was here on an errand, I couldn't help feeling that I'd not only crossed a line, but I'd leaped over it.
ゆい先生。
I tried calling her name one last time. But as expected, there was no answer.
本当にどうしようかな。
I was trying hard to avoid being too nosy, but my eyes inevitably began surveying the room. The apartment entrance led out immediately into the kitchen, and beyond that there was a sliding door to some other room. I could see light through the gaps. I strained my ears, but there was nothing to hear, no signs of life whatsoever. Miss Yui really must have been out. One more time. I tried calling out to her one more time just to put my concerns at ease. I felt like I'd seem even more suspicious if I stayed silent.
ゆい先生、持田です。
Still nothing. Maybe she was asleep on the other side of that door.
確かめてみ。いや。
Shaking my head furiously, I cast out that sudden impulse. That was a terrible idea, pure and simple. Entering the apartment unannounced was bad enough, but walking all the way in, opening that sliding door and peeking inside, that was just too much.
っていうか、
I swear to God, if she's
ゆい
changing...
先生が外から帰ってきたりしたら、俺、じゃなくて、だいぶまずい。
Monet meowed, as if in agreement. Have you tried knocking? Panicking, I once again surveyed my surroundings. I almost felt like there were eyes on me, staring with disdain. Hold on, I need to mute the cough. Okay, there we go. But of course, I didn't like that noise.
あ、そうだ。書き置きを残していけばいいんじゃないか？
Wondering why I didn't think of this sooner, I dug into my bag for some paper and a pen.
山崎先生から頼まれたのでって書いて、俺のノートでいいや。ゆい先生、
Crouching in the doorway, I ran my pen across the page. I brought class notes at Mr. Yamazaki's behest. Everyone has been worried about you. Sorry about barging into your apartment.
あと、不用心だから、鍵はかけた方がいいと思います。
This is 2021. I know that it is not 2021 in this game, but we are in the 2000s. Really would recommend locking your door. Thanks. No one can be trusted. As I was writing the note, I sensed a presence in front of me. Until just a moment ago, this house had no signs of human life in it. But now, I could feel someone standing directly ahead. Standing and looking down at me. Fidgeting nervously, I put down my pen. Raised my head slowly. And saw a white, slender, and cold. Shocked, I shot my head up, and there, standing before me, was Miss Yui. Slenderman, hi, Miss Oops!
Sensei.
Oh, she wears panda pajamas. She was looking right at me, but she seemed decidedly out of sorts. Her hair looked disheveled, her gaze was unsteady, and her pajamas were in complete disarray. She was like a completely different person from the usual chem to educator we come to know and love.
ゆい先生、俺勝手に入っちゃって。
I stood up frantically and held out the note I'd been writing. But my worst enemy, a real girl! Miss Yui was just standing there, stupefied, with a completely vacant expression on her face.
先生。
I called out to her as gently as I could. But she was really dazed. She seemed almost like a ghost. Girls are scary, yeah, they have cooties. Better stay away.
先生、どうしちゃったんだよ。
I had a sudden uneasy feeling. Worried, I walked up to Miss Yui, grabbed her shoulders, and tried to snap her out of it by shaking her. But instead... me.
うわ！
Oh no! She has rabies too! This just seemed to make her cough. Me.
先生！
These were wet, productive coughs, and spit was shooting out of Miss Yui's mouth with each one. I frantically tried to shield my face from the spray, but my reaction time just wasn't quick enough. I put a hand to her cheek and found it thick with a slimy film of saliva.
大丈夫？ゆい先生。
Miss Yui hobbled back a little, then fell to her knees with a thud. She completely sprawled out in the hallway, moaning and groaning the whole time.
先生。
Wiping the spatterings from my own face, I leaned over and took a better look at hers. It was bright red. Strained breathing, a stuffy nose, and a visibly high fever on top of it all. She was sick as could be.
寒いの？でも汗かいてるよ。
寒い。
I thought maybe her sweat had cooled her down, but then realized her disheveled pajamas certainly weren't doing her any favors. With heart pounding a mile a minute and face red as a traffic light, I set about buttoning her up.
ゆい先生、俺のことわかる？持田だよ。
The more we see of Corpse Party, the less I want and need to know about the author's fetishes.
寒いならちゃんと布団で寝ないと。でないと治るもんも治らないって。
She absent-mindedly extended her shaking arms like a zombie, slowly reopened her eyes and looked up at me. It was the gaze of a severely fevered mind.
ゆい先生、
司くん。
え？うわ
FBI?
司くん。司くん。
FBI, open up!
え？
Miss Yui was clinging to me tightly. I couldn't move. I was frozen in shock. She began to weep.
来てくれたのね。
え？つかさ？
嬉しい。よかった。
先生待って、人違いだよ。
Does FBI have jurisdiction in Japan? Self-defense force! Self-defense force, open up! No! No! Stop! No! No! Get off me, woman! Ah!
怖かったよ、司くん。怖かったわ。
Ma'am! Ma'am!
怖かっ
Ma'am, I'm a minor! Ma'am!
まさか来てくれるなんて思わなかった。
た。うわ！
Ah! Stop putting that noise! No!
ゆい先生、ちょっと離れて。先生ってば！
I struggled to wriggle free, but Miss Yui only grabbed me tighter. Our bodies were getting more and more intertwined. No! No!
うわ！
No! Stop with this! No! No! No!
そばにいて、司くん。
だから人違い。
I don't know who he is, but I'm not him! Questions were swirling around in my head. Why was Miss Yui crying? And it was his Tsukasa! But I was most concerned with the state of her pajamas, which had become even more disheveled during our struggle.
先生、パジャマズボンずり落ちてるから。
司くん。あんた。
No!
ゆい先生ってば！
Stop! Realizing that not a single word was getting through to her, I sighed resignedly. No, don't give up! I'd taken care of Yuka any number of times when she caught a cold and drawn a fever, but I don't recall it ever getting this bad. Miss Yui was usually calm, collected, and rational. Who would have ever imagined that a fever could leave her so thoroughly discombobulated?
Yui sensei, ちょっともう
I put more strength into my resistance, and finally, her arms relaxed just the tiniest bit. But her expression changed drastically.
やだ。
Don't moan!
先生、俺は持田聡で司って人じゃ。
行かないで。やだ。
Miss Yui was acting like a spoiled child. Slipping out of the shoes I'd still been wearing, I again drew close to her sprawled out form. There was no way I could just leave her here like this.
後で気がついて怪しまないで
I
くれよ。
mean... Miss Yui let out a lethargic groan, perhaps in response to my quiet murmurings. At my wit's end, I grabbed hold of her and did my best to carry her into the back room. Gently... choked. Gently wheeling her over to her unfurled futon, I then carefully laid her down, making sure I didn't drop her in the process. Then there was the matter of rebuttoning those pesky pajamas again. I hesitantly pulled up her pajama bottoms and brushed away the stray hairs that were plastered to her brow with sweat. I'd done my best to avoid seeing anything I shouldn't, but I am a guy, so my heart was pounding the whole time. Miss Yui's pajamas were soaked through with sweat. She really might have been better off with a change of clothes altogether. But no, that would have been going way too far.
タオルとか何か拭くものでもあれば。ってん
Noticing a convenience store bag carelessly tossed to the floor, I glanced inside.
なんだ冷却シート買ってきてあるじゃん。なんで使ってないんだか。先生、ヒヤッとするけど我慢してね。
Moisture.
これでよしと。
What is this slice of life shit? I placed one of the compressors on her forehead and pulled the covers over her. Hi Shiki, can't stay long, but hope you have a good stream. I'll catch the bot tonight. Okay, got it. Thank you for coming. Miss Yui appeared almost instantly relieved. She exhaled contentedly, with her breathing became more relaxed. Finally, she was asleep. Even in sleep, Miss Yui seemed to be suffering.
もうね。なんだ先生が心配か
The cake on that cat! Stop!
だよな。俺もここまでひどいことになってるとは思わなかったよ。
Monet had coiled up on my legs without me noticing. I began absent-mindedly speaking to him. He mewed in response, and our conversation ended there, as my gaze was still fixed squarely on Miss Yui.
さて、どうしようか。俺。
She wasn't in any condition to respond. But...
Yui sensei.
Oh, guys! Sorry. Have you guys heard about that throne thing? Like, the wish list that's really, like, safe and secure for, like, streamers? So, I'm not actually interested in throne in the way that I want people to send me things. I would not want people to send me things, but I think it's super interesting that people can suggest items for your wish list. And it was so funny hearing Sho go over some of the things that people, like, suggested for his wish list. Like, there was, like, a rat costume. There was just, like, all kinds of, like, weird, out-of-box shit. And I think that's so funny. If there is a way for me to make a throne account without, like there being a feature where people can send me things, I think it'd be so funny to do a stream where I just read and show you guys items that people suggested to be on my wish list. That'd be so funny. Miss Yui's hand had slipped out from under the futon and was gently grasping my pant leg. Hold on, I need to mute a cough. Alright, there we go. Make a Throne account so we can send you 500 pizzas. No. If there's a way for me to make it without there, like, being... without you actually being able to send me things, but only suggest things, I think that'd be so funny. I would love to do a stream like that. Oh yeah, it was like... his recommendations were like... food, a rat costume, the Holy Bible. Her grip was much weaker than before, but I knew I'd probably regret it if I went home now. Miss Yui just seemed really lonely. Well, guess I'll settle in then. You definitely need a Holy Bible. Wow! What are you implying? Knowing us, I think all of us here could use a Bible. Yeah, chat! You could... Oh, sorry. Occasionally, Miss Yui's breathing would become ragged and she'd furrow her brow. She was in a pretty bad way. Wasn't there anything else I could do? I glanced quietly down the hallway. I noticed when I carried Miss Yui here that the kitten near the entrance was perfectly neat and tidy. There wasn't any indication it had been used that day at all. Monet's gaze shifted suddenly. I followed it and saw pet balls laid out in the corner of the room. One dish was filled to the brim with water, and the other was piled high with dry cat food.
なるほど。モネはちゃんと食べてるんだな。熱出してあんな状態になってても、お前のことはちゃんと考えてくれてるんだな。でもさ、ゆい先生、まずは自分の食事の心配をしようよ。
I shook my head at the whole situation, and glanced down at Monet, who was tilting his head as if trying to understand me. I broke into a smile. A wry smile? How do you even pronounce that? When I pulled out the cold packs, I did notice some cheap convenience store food in the bag as well. I guess that was going to be your food for the day. Not exactly the best stuff to eat when you're sick.
米と、あと卵くらいはきっとあるよな。卵がゆでも作ろう。先生、キッチン借りるよ。
Her face was bright red, and her half-pained, half-contented noises provided me with no clear-cut answer to my question.
仕方ない。ゆい先生の代わりに、もね、キッチンを借りていいか？ありがとう。
Monet's cries helped what the fuck? Assuage my guilt over entering a woman's apartment and borrowing her kitchen. Not that I had any reason to feel guilty. Oh my god, what happened to my voice? I don't think, anyway. I mean, circumstances were what they were. Oh my god. Still, I had this nagging sense that I should have somehow felt bad about what I was doing.
Yui sensei, ごめんな。ちょっと離れるよ。
Ah yes, circumstances. One by one, I gently peeled off each of the fingers latched onto my pant leg. They expression on her face changed as I was doing so, from contented rest to mild annoyance, but there was nothing to indicate that she might wake up.
よし、作るか。
As I stood up, Monet mewed happily and began tagging along on my heels. Hold on, I needed me to cough. Oh! I'm actually not interested in having a wish list. Wish lists actually kind of scare me. I just thought that the idea of people suggesting things for your wish list was funny because they can literally suggest anything on your throne wish list. I thought that was funny. And Miss Yui, now resting by herself in the bedroom, let out a sudden sneeze. Eh? Oh, we finished the prologue.
かかったよ今くしゃみ。ごめんごめん、なんだか鼻がムズムズするの。まったくもう。ティッシュあれ。
Oh, is this the past? Like Miss Yui's past?
ああ、なければ私の使ってよ。せめてものお詫び。やった。じゃあ私使う。私も持ってないよ。はい。サンキュー。あんたたちね、ティッシュくらい常備しときなさいよ。面目ない。まったく。それで何の話だっけ。そうそう、だからさ。ああ、だね。あと1年で卒業か。卒業もだけど、
I need to drink some water.
それよりもっと考えなくちゃいけないことがあるじゃない。
In the first game, Yui mentions that she had an encounter with paranormal activity. This is explaining it in detail? Ooh! Every Japanese classroom has one of those lockers in the back, it seems. I think those keep... Hello? What the heck? Is it back? Hello? Hello? Nani? Back? Okay, we're back. Okay, good. Sorry about that! YouTube is doing me a bad lately.
だよね。どうするかな、ほんと。ねえ、ゆいはもう進路とか決めてる？実はね、もう決めてるんだ。なにゆい、何になりたいの？私はね、私の名前は宍戸ゆい、17歳。将来の夢は先生になること。あまりよく考えずに人のことに首を突っ込んでは空回ってることが多い私だけど、でもそんな私でもきっと頑張れば夢が叶うって信じてる。
Kisaragi Academy 5 years ago. The cherry blossoms were in bloom, and the rustling wind carried with it the soft warmth of the season. I was a high school senior now, and was devoting myself to my studies in preparation for the day my dream could become reality. And that dream was to become an English teacher. My grades were on the fence for getting into the university I wanted, though. So my best bet was to score a special recommendation from the academy.
よかった。急に呼び出されたから何事かと思ったよ。ある日の放課後、私は職員室に呼び出された。何かヘマをやったのかとか、成績が志望校に及ばないとか、そういう悪いことを言われるんじゃないかって、私の予想に反して呼び出された要件は とてもうちの学園からはライバルはいなさそうだから、このまま頑張れば推薦してやるぞ。だってなんかやる気出てきちゃった。この調子で頑張らないとね。それにしてもゴミ箱ってどうしてこんなに重たいんだろう。ゴミ捨て場まで持っていくのも一苦労だよ。
なあ、
You need a haircut.
突然声をかけられてゴミ箱を抱えた
Imagine reaching your dream only to die in an alternate dimension thanks to some voodoo crap your students wanted to do.
でも
Rip.
見かけたことなら何度もある。彼は7組の三国司くんだ。
そこ足元根っこが出てるから気をつけな。
Oh, freelance downtown, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Kibbles, yes, kibble bits. I don't need a haircut. You're not my mom, but I am your Oshi. That's equal importance.
ちょっとそこ笑うとこ。
だってよ。
You have an annoying laugh.
もうそこはさ、大丈夫かとか聞いてくれたって。
悪い悪い。
あ、いいよ、そんな手が汚れるよ。
別にいいよ、そんくらい。笑った詫びに手伝う。
ありがとう。
うん。これで全部拾い終えたか？
うん。もう大丈夫。
じゃ、行くぞ。
え？あ。
I remember it well, even now. This was my first time talking with Tsukasa, and he left a strong first impression on me.
ごめん、重たいよね。
別に。
やっぱり自分で。
いいって。
You like her! You like her! Sorry.
はい、終了。
ありがとう。助かったよ。
じゃあな。
あ、ちょっと待って。
あ？
俺させてよ。
いいよ、女の。これくらいで。
いいからちょっと待っててね。友達が増えるというのは嬉しいし楽しい。その相手が
you like him!
司くんというのも嬉しかった。よいしょ。
Most of the times I'd seen Tsukasa before this were in the school courtyard. He spent a lot of time there sitting alone on a bench. Even after school or during summer vacation, if I happened to pass by, I would always see him there. And after this little encounter, we'd go on to make many fond memories together. Yet somehow, the image of Tsukasa that stands out most in my mind is of him seated alone on that courtyard bench.
はい、どうぞ。コーヒー牛乳でよかった。
まあ、なんでもいいけど。サンキュー。
これは私からのお礼なんだから、黙って受け取ってくれればいいの。
義理がたいやつ。
We walked to the bench together, sat down, and began making small talk. That courtyard bench was a sort of mystical place. The leaves rustled over your head, and if you closed your eyes and opened your ears, it felt as though you were in the middle of some forest. And then, if you looked straight up, the sunlight poured in through the leaves, and you almost felt like you were in another world.
初めて座ったよ、このベンチ。
なかなかいいだろう。
素敵な場所
だよな。
だからなの？
え？
この時間とか昼休みとかよくここにいるでしょ。
あ
この場所好きなんだね。
あ、まあね。
そっか。
The leaves rustled as a gentle breeze blew between us. We were both silent for a bit, but strangely it didn't feel awkward or uncomfortable.
聞かないのか？
ね？
いつも一人で何してんだって。
この場所が好きだからいつもここにいるんだよね。
そうだけどさ。
他に何か理由があったりするの？
ないよ。
じゃあ聞く必要ないじゃない。
そうだけど。
Everyone's got a ship in this game, but Seiko only had a noose. You're a cruel cat!
意味わかんねえとか。
You're
変
cruel!
わってるなとか。
I'm betting on a car accident to be the cause of his death.
そんなこと思わなかったな。
You gotta stop making Seiko jokes, guys!
別に変じゃないよね。
お前変わってるな。
え？
いや、そんな顔しなくても今のは俺的褒め言葉だから。
変わってるが褒め言葉？
そうそう。
なんか納得いかないな。もう。
The expression on Tsukasa's face was a dead giveaway that he really enjoyed talking to me. Haha, a dead giveaway. And I've always loved the feeling I get when I know my words help brighten someone's day. I must have been sporting one hell of a goofy smile at that moment.
本当はさ、この学校でもっと好きな場所があるんだよ。
One moment, I need to mute a cough. Okay.
どんなところ？
秘密。とっておきだからな。
ってことはそこも超素敵な場所なんだよね。
あ
あ。いいな。どこ？気になるよ。
ダメ。そう簡単には教えない。
司くんは笑いながら紙パックのジュースを飲み干すとベンチから立ち。
コーヒーをおごってもらったしな。ついでに教室まで運んでや
Man,
る
the
よ。
coughing's really that bad today. It's a little worse today, specifically.
いいの？
But I don't think it's a problem.
ありがとう。あ、私のクラスはね。
4組だろ？知ってるよ。シシドユイっつったら有名だからな。
どうして？
今から先生みたいな女子がいるって。
Aw.
12クラス全部。
The screaming from yesterday's stream probably didn't help. You know, you're absolutely correct. That was crazy yesterday.
それから私と司くんは何度か
My
中
mom
庭で
said
会
I
って
was
の
very
話を
loud yesterday.
校舎の中ではすれ違ってもほとんど話すことがないのに中庭では不思議と。
あ、またお前コーヒー牛乳かよ。
うん。
好きすぎだろコーヒー牛乳。
そんなことないよ。
1日に最低2本は飲んでるくせに。
なんで知ってるの？
I haven't had coffee in so long.
自販機でいつもそれ買ってるのここから見えるんだよ。ほらそっち見
Good
てみ。
thing today you'll likely not be screaming. I will be tomorrow though, cause more alien isolation.
本当だ。
昼休みも放課後もいつも
そんなことを言ったら私だって司くんがここのベンチに座ってるの。
いや知ってるけどなんでまた言う？
お互い気になってたんだなって思ったから。
なんだそりゃ。
中庭での会話はたわいのないものがほとんどだった。教室で友達と繰り広げる会話みたいにあんまり中身がなくて、でもすごく楽しくて。こ の場所夏でも結構涼しいね。
Wait, I'm confused. I thought Alien Isolation was a dating sim. Yeah, an exhilarating dating sim. That's why I was screaming.
夏とか言うな。
あれ、夏嫌い？
夏季講習が目前に迫ってたら誰でも嫌いになるだろう。
まあね、私たち3年生だもんね。夏だから
Hi from Italy, you're so cute. Oh, thank you! Welcome!
お前は随分と楽しそうだけどな。
私は夢に近づいてるって実感できて嬉しいよ。
ふん。
私ね、人に勉強を教えるの好きなんだ。頼られるのも好き。
なんで？
お姉さんになった感じがするからかな。ほら、私一人っ子だし。
ああ、うん。まあ頑張れば。
Hold on. My ear is itchy. I need to take out my headphones. Oh. Hold on. There we go. I have been scratched.
はすっごいどうでも良さそう。
だって人事
So
だしな。
tired today. I slept in a little bit. I slept in until like 9 today.
そんなことを言いながらも、司くんはやっぱり優しかった。
I gotta go, unfortunately. I'll be sure to catch the rest of the bot later. Bye bye, Shiki. Bye bye, chat. Bye, Directrix. Thank you for coming.
先生になりたいって夢を話すと、大抵の人は笑ったり、茶化したりで、あんまり真剣に聞いてくれない。
Shiki, where do you wear your earphones? They're like headphones that go over your whole ear.
だけど、司くんは一度も笑わなかったんだ。
The season was quickly turning to autumn. After the school day ended, the senior floor was always a lot more quiet than its underclassmen counterparts. Everyone was off studying hard at the library or with tutors. So one day, thinking no one else was around, I sat down in a lonely corner of the hallway. Initially, I had grabbed my shoes and left the classroom, intending to head home, but along the way I just started crying. I was overwhelmed. My sobs echoed from one end of the hallway to the other.
この日、私は無事に志望校の推薦枠に入れてもらえることになった。嬉しくて仕方がなかった私はすぐに友達に報告した。けれど、いつもならって
私の前でそんなこと言うんだ。
You bitch!
まだ私は夢も何も決まってない。
What the fuck? I hate people that can't be happy for their friends, so they're like, why are you rubbing your happiness in my face?
多分、私はひどくショックを受けた顔になっていたのだと思う。巴はすぐにハッとしたように目を見開き、だから私も笑って気にしてないよってそう言ったのだけれど。
No! Don't cry! She's not a good friend! She's not a good friend! I need to mute a cough, hold on. Alright, there we go. Now I'm good.
気にしてないわけがない。巴の言葉と表情が鋭い針のようになって私の胸をつく。私
No! You're not insensitive! That bitch is insensitive! What a bitch!
他のみんなも同じこと思ってた。
I kept wiping the tears from my eyes, only for new ones to take their place immediately. I think of this sooner. So many people were still facing uncertain futures with no real goals in mind, and I was completely oblivious to it. I was the one with a dream, running around like the cock of the walk and blabbing about my successes and aspirations. I wouldn't blame them if they hated me. I've never heard of the cock of the walk. Could someone that insensitive to the feelings of so many other people really become a teacher? Did I even have what it takes to begin with?
シシド？
声をかけられて振り向くと、そこには司くんが立っていた。いつもは廊下であっても言葉を交わすことなんてないのに、この日はごく自然に声をかけてくれた。司くん。
すごい顔だぞ。ハンカチは？
持ってる。
じゃあ顔拭けよ。
司くんが戸惑っている空気がひしひしと伝わってきた。彼を困らせたくなかったから、私はこぼれ落ちていこうとする涙を必死に拭う。
何かあったのか？何かあったから
Don't
そんなに
lie.
泣いてんだ
Don't
ろ。
lie to your boyfriend. Don't lie.
これは友達とちょっと気まずくなっちゃって。でもすぐに仲直りしたから大丈夫。これはさ、そう嬉し涙みたいなもの
You
だから。
liar!
ふーん。
嬉し涙って言えばね、私推薦枠に入れることになっ。
I'm not sure if I did it out of respect for Tsukasa or just because I wanted to change the subject. But I cut myself off mid-sentence. I was doing it again. What was I thinking? Not even Tsukasa was going to hate me for being a braggart. Hell, I hated myself. I was the worst. Just the worst. But
マジか。
he was happy for me? A bit taken aback, I nodded firmly.
やったじゃんか。おめでとう。
うん、ありがとう。
お
ありが。
No!
だからなんで泣くんだよ。ふう、まだ推薦枠が決まったってだけで推薦入試があるんだろう。嬉し泣きするほど喜ぶにはまだ早いだろ
そうだよね。
No.
でもそうやっておめでとうって言ってもらえたから、なんか
う。たく
ごめんね。
何が？
泣いたりしてわけわかんないよね。
そう思ってんなら早く泣きやめって。
I take back what I said about your hair. You can keep it. You're a good boyfriend.
もう大丈夫だから。
たく。
As I rubbed my swollen eyes, a smile broke through and Tsukasa let out an exasperated sigh. Then, as if suddenly remembering something, his eyes lit up.
そうだシシド、ちょっと待ってろ。
Tsukasa ran into his classroom, quickly reappearing in the hall again just moments later. He was holding something.
お前にこれやるよ。
鉛筆？
In his outstretched hand rested a short, stubby little pencil. Not the sort of thing you would expect to go out of their way to lend you. It was pocked here and there with little, small scratches, but it still seemed to be in relatively decent shape considering how obviously well worn it was.
受験必勝鉛筆。
受験必勝？
これ使うと試験に受かるんだよ。ああ、如月学園に受かるのは難しいって言われてた俺がこれ使って受かったんだから間違いないよ。
じゃあこれ司くんが高校入試の時に使った鉛筆なんだ。
そう、経
Hold
験
on, I
新
need
た
to
かな
mute
鉛
to
筆だ
cough
ぜ。
again. Alright.
霊言新たかね。
あ、それだ。
それじゃ借りるね。ありがとう。
言っとくけど貸すのは推薦入試までだからな。一般入試の時は俺が使うから返してもらう。
You're so nice! I take back everything I
絶対
said!
受かれよ。
を受
That
け取
doesn't
り
look anything like the way it was described.
今度は司くんも笑ってくれた。
人の気持ちまで勝手に思いやって背負い込んで。
For a moment, I had no idea what he was talking about, but then it hit me. Tsukasa had somehow sussed out from our conversation that I was crying because I'd upset Tomoe. And he was turning that fact around to offer me encouragement.
頑張れよ。負けんなよ。
頑張れって言葉は辛い時にはプレッシャーになるから言っちゃダメってよく聞く。けれど私はこの優しい言葉が大好きだった。私頑張るね、司くん。
おう。
この日から私はどんど
Aww.
ん司くんに惹かれていった。彼は全然そっけなくてちっとも振り向いてはくれなかったけれど。
Aww. I can still clearly recall the events of that day even now. It was October, the day before my entrance exam. The weather outside had been miserable since morning, and visibility was all but non-existent. It would be a bad omen if I were to slip and fall on the day before the exam, so I decided I'd wear boots to school just to be safe.
行ってきます。
Oh! When I opened the door, I was shocked to see a white-haired old woman lying on the ground, soaked to the bone. No! I frantically rushed over to her side.
おばあさん、大丈夫ですか？
Oh no, it's Bakura!
しっかりしてください。どうしたんですか？まさかひき逃げとか？
Nagito! The road running by my house was narrow and mostly used only by our neighbors. But it's not like it was closed off to outside traffic or anything, so a hit and run wasn't out of the question. Griffith? I looked over the old woman's body as best I could. Fortunately, there were no signs of any serious injury.
よかった。事故とかじゃないみたい。
娘。
はい。
今日は学校へ行ってはならん。
Eh?
絶対に。
The old woman raised herself up slightly and spoke hoarsely. From the tone in her voice, she seemed terribly desperate.
だけど今日は面接の最後の練習があってね。
行ってはならんと言っている。
I was gonna make a joke that I shouldn't, so I won't make it. I'm gonna mute to cough, by the way. Alright, there we go.
そういうわけにはいかないよ。面接は私が一番苦手とする試験だから。
I'm like sorry you're dying, but like, I have a test today.
それよりおばあちゃんどうしたの？お家の人は？
どうしても行くというのか。
Chiki, I love your voice and energy. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate it.
ならばせめて。
Not knowing what to say, I nodded apprehensively. As the old woman began digging through her pockets, she produced what looked to be a I almost said crumpled crap. Crumpled scrap of paper. As she was digging around, I noticed that her breathing had become dangerously ragged and began considering my options to assist her. Really, I should have gone back into the house and called my mom. But there was something about her that kept me glued to the spot. I sensed desperation hiding in that unbroken gaze.
これを受け取りなされ。
何？
お守りじゃ。
No!
お守り
The old woman clutched my wrist and forcefully pressed the scrap of paper into my palm. Tilting my head, I unfolded the scrap and looked carefully at it. At first, I thought I'd just been handed a piece of trash. But when I unfolded it all the way, I saw that it was actually a paper doll in the shape of a human being. See, it's spinning. It's doing a little spin. And there was a name written on its torso. Yui Shishiro. Yes, my name. Written plain as day in easily legible brushstrokes.
どうして私の名前
お守りだからじゃ。守る対象の名を書かねば身代わりにはならんだろう。
Good day, humans. Is that lady dying of ligma? Crazy. This was all crazy. I didn't understand any of it, save for one simple fact. This old woman was here specifically to give me this strange paper charm. Ah! As far as I was aware, we were total strangers to one another, but she clearly knew both my name and my address.
やだごめんなさいせっかくだけど私これいらないから
いらない。やっと。
As I extended my arm to return the paper doll, I could sense her entire demeanor change. She raised her body up unsteadily from the wet asphalt.
どうしてじゃ。わしが身を削って訪ねてやっているのに、なぜ誰もわしの言うことを聞かんのじゃ。受け取らぬなら絶対に天神賞に行ってはならん。
天神賞
そうじゃ。行くな、行くな。
As the old woman cried out, the paper doll fluttered lightly to the ground. Almost instantaneously, it became soaked through with rainwater. My name began to run and quickly turned into an illegible black smudge. Seeing this, the old woman grabbed and tore at her hair.
うわー！お守りが！これでも
おばあちゃん落ち着いて
よいか。絶対に天神賞に行ってはならん。
待っておばあちゃん私の学校は如月学園だよ天神賞なんて知らない
Oh, that made me cough. Hello, I just wanted to say I love your music. I've listened to your I Wanna Kill You cover hundreds of times at least. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Man, this is a Wendy's.
おばあちゃん
Me. Me.
お母さん大変どうしたの家の前で知らないおばあちゃんが倒れてるの救急車呼んでわかったわ
Paramedics arrived in a matter of minutes. The old woman seemed to be unconscious by that point, however, so the EMTs brought out a stretcher.
お二人はこの方の関係者ですか？
いいえ家の前で倒れていたので救急車を呼んだんです身元は分からなくて
そうですか。では付き添いで乗車はされませんか？
The idea of making this old woman go to the hospital by herself just seemed like it would have been a shameful thing to do. Sure, she was a stranger, but we'd had a lengthy conversation mere minutes before, so I couldn't very well say we had nothing to do with one another. Oh god, hold on. Okay, we're good.
ゆい、あんたは学校行っといで。
でも
この方にはお母さんがついていくわ。あんたは今日
No!
面接の練習があるんでしょ。
そうだ
By the way, I'm sorry that I keep clearing my throat. I realize I do that a lot. I'm going to take a sip of water in 3, 2, 1.
それじゃあお母さんお願い。
I was a little hesitant, but I knew I really had to go to school today no matter what. So I left the strange woman in my mom's care and, heading towards school, walked right by her stretcher. Suddenly, a hand rose from the limp form of the old woman and grabbed my skirt. Startled, I tried to jump away but found myself ensnared by her terrible bloodshot eyes. After school, once my final practice interview had concluded, I reunited with my friends and engaged in the usual regimen of gossip and small talk.
ってことがあってね。
かわいい。何よそれ。
When I described the events of that morning, everyone's eyebrows rose. They were hanging on my every word and yelping in unison at key moments.
ゆい、今日は家でおとなしくしておけばよかったんじゃない？
だって今日は面接の最後の練習があるからどうしても来たかったし。
何か起きないといいけど。
やだ、やめてよ。何も起きないって。
思い出した。
え？
天神症って言葉がちょっと引っかかってたんだけどさ、七不思議に出てくるんだよね、天神症。七不思議ってうちの学校に伝わる如月学園七不思議の。そうそう。
天神症って
放課後のよしえさんって言うんだけど。
知らない。
私も知らないよ。どんな話なの？如月学園が建てられる前にこの場所にあった天神小学校での話なんだけどさ。その天神小学校で放課後校舎の見回りをしていた女。その日は10月のちょうど今日みたいに雨が降る放課後で、時刻はそう夜の7時を過ぎたあたり。こういう日はよしえさんが出るんだって。天神小学校がなくなってしまったことに気づいていないよしえさんは如月学園の廊下を見回って歩いているんだよ。
Was that spooky?
やだ、それ本当？
Having trouble starting your car? I don't have a car.
まあ実際見たことがある人がいるから七不思議になってるんじゃない？
Shiki, are you excited to reach 100k? Yeah, absolutely! That's like my big goal when I debuted. I wanted 100k head pats. And we're almost there! I'm kind of sad though because my goal was for us to hit it 100k at Halloween. I don't think that's possible anymore. But still, we're so close! I'm so excited!
怖ゆい、今日はもう帰ったら？そのおばあさんの言ってたことちょっと気になるし。だね、お年寄りの忠告は聞いておくもんだよ。
そうだね。なんかゾワゾワしてきちゃったし、もう帰ろうかな。それじゃあ先に帰るね。バイバイ。
Got a little so excited there, man.
バイバイ。
100k head pats, that's a lot of head pats. Yeah, and we're almost there!
気をつけてね。
明日ファイトだよ。
私は慌てて荷物をまとめ教室を飛び出した。時刻は夕方5時になるところ。外は薄暗くなってきているけれど、階段の7時までにはまだまだ余裕があった。
Enough head pats to give Shiki a concussion. Yeah, I want to be in the hospital!
だから怖がる必要なんてないと、そう自分に言い聞かせて廊下を進む。それでも 下駄箱にたどり着くまでの時間がやけに長く感じられた。あー、ダメだ、やっぱり怖い。
Yeah, you got some weird kinks.
お、ようシシド。
Allow me to contribute to your head pad goal. Aw, thank you.
司くん。
For those of you that are not members yet, we do have a head pad emote if you ever want to use that in chat.
今帰りか？なんだよ、その満面の笑みは。
なんでもない。
Hold on, I need to mute a cup. There we go. Ha!
ああ、いいけど。
やった。司くんの顔を見たら一瞬だけだけど怖かったのが吹き飛んだ。こういう時男の子ってすごく頼りになるなって思う。そばにいてく
I
れた
think
ら
those 100k head pads will make her preg. What does that
心強いなって
mean?
思わせてくれるから。
Pregnant? That is not how babies are made.
もちろんそれが気になってる人ならなおさら。雨は朝よりも弱まってい
Babies are made
た。
through hand holding,
その
not
中を
head patting.
私たちは傘を差しながら歩く。
We are not getting pregnant.
司くんとはたわいもない話でそこそこ笑ったりもしたけど、でも私はどこかぎこちなかったかもしれない。得体の知れない恐怖みたいなものがちらついて、いつもみたいに踏まえている自信はなかった。
シシド？
ん？
なんかお前顔色悪いぞ。どうかした？
あ
おい。
実は怖いことがあって。
怖いこと？
私の様子があまりにおかしかったのか、司くんは心なしか表情をこわばらせて私を見つめた。
You know how you get like TV static in your legs? Or your feet? I just got that.
真剣に話を聞いてくれようとしているのが分かって、私はちょっと嬉しくなる。今抱えている恐怖をできることなら司くんと共有したかった。だから私は今朝あったこととカンナから聞いた怪談話を司くんに話した。だけど司くんは
Shiki, are you gonna do a special live stream on the 31st? Yes! I actually have a 12-hour stream that's gonna be happening on Halloween. I made the reservation for it already.
はあ、七不思議ね。
うん。
Like pins and needles? Yeah.
七不思議を信じるなんて夢があっていいな。
え？
ん？
司くんは怖くないの？
怖いっていうか妙だとは思うけど
It's
な。
not a 24-hour stream, I said
その謎
12-hour.
のばあちゃんと七不思議なんて単なる偶然だろう。気に
でも
あんま深く考えない方がいいんじゃね？
Another reason I'm excited for 100k is that finally I can take several days off in a row without being sick for them.
そのばあちゃんは確かに気味悪いけどさ、ちょっと変わった人だっただけだろ。
そういうんじゃなくて。
え？
解決方法を教えてほしかったわけじゃないよ。あのね、私は話を聞いてほしかっただけなの。
The everyday till 100k must be draining. It's fun. It is a little rough. Not gonna lie, but it is fun because I enjoy talking to you guys. I feel bad that I had to take 5 days off in a row of my endurance to recover. Like I felt really bad about that.
話なら聞いたじゃんか。
だからそうじゃなくて。
はあ、わかんねえよ。なんか怒ってんのか？
男の子
Sorry
っ
to hear
て
you've been
こ
unwell.
ういう
It's
考え
okay.
方をする。
I don't have the healthiest upper respiratory system.
人によるのかもしれないけど、でも女子とは違ってすぐにこうすればいいじゃんって解決法を提示しちゃうのだ。結果女子は言いたいことが言えなくて消化不良になってしまう。
It felt like God played a prank on me. Literally, right after the endurance started, I got sick.
私は司くんと恐怖を共有したかっただけ。
I'm gonna put another cough drop in.
司くんが
Get
一緒
ready
に
for
怖
some
がってくれれ
ASMR.
ばそれでよかったのに。
Don't feel bad about taking time off. I got to save some cash. Thank you, the biggest saddest loser.
この時の私は気にするなって
She likes talking to us. Of course I
司くんの
do.
気遣いだと
I
は
love you guys. I really enjoy talking to you guys a whole lot.
ってむくれてしまったのだ。朝に見たおばあさんの顔が、目が、しわがれた声が何度も頭の中でフラッシュバックする。それが怪談話で増幅されてじわじわと私の気持ちを暗くした。あんなに怖い思いをしたんだからっていう甘えや八つ当たりの気持ちもあったんだと思う。私と司くんはこの時初めて気まずい雰囲気になった。それじゃ私こっちだから。
YouTube's just not great for live stream promotion unless you're already well known to K-Pass do interface. Yeah. I hope that YouTube improves like live stream stuff. Like, I don't know if I don't think rating would be a good thing for YouTube, but like when people can gift memberships, I think it'll help YouTube a lot. It's really hard to grow as a YouTuber or as a streamer on YouTube, really. It's incredibly hard to like grow as a streamer on YouTube because you don't have all the support like things that Twitch has. Twitch is like great for introducing new creators.
おう
Getting membership would be god tier. It would be!
シシド
I'm hoping now that like YouTube is filled with VTubers that they'll like update some things. YouTube needs similar Twitch interface. Yeah, I agree. Put them out of business. Not actually, though I have friends on Twitch. He called out my name as I briskly walked away. I didn't really know why I was so angry or confused, but I did notice that his voice was tinged with concern.
なんかあったら連絡しろよ
YouTube? Fixing things? Good joke, Shiki. Yeah. Susan doesn't really listen all that much. Momoki will remember that. I remember she tried to stream on YouTube, but it didn't really go well, so she switched over to Twitch completely.
ただいま。
ゆいおかえり。
うん。
You remember when YouTube died like 20 minutes ago? Yeah. Greeting me at the door, my mother wore a somber expression. I could tell right away that something had happened. I stared at her with scrunched eyebrows for an awkwardly long time before she eventually reluctantly opened her mouth to speak.
今朝のおばあさんね。
うん。
さっき亡くなったって
No! Well,
病院から連絡があったわ。
嘘。
残念なことだけど。あなたは明日の推薦入試のことだけ考えていなさい。
Shiki, out of 10, how would you rate streaming on YouTube? If not 10, what would make it a 10? Honestly, I prefer streaming on YouTube over Twitch. But I think they just gotta fix stuff. Like right now it's at like an 8 for me. If they somehow integrated some things that Twitch had, like the gifting subs / memberships, and just fixing stuff so that streams wouldn't crash so much, I feel like it'd be great.
それじゃあのおばあさんの話はこれで終わり。さあご飯。
わかった。それじゃあ私部屋にいるから。
ええ。
お母さんがキッチンへと引っ込んでいくのを見届けて、私はもぞもぞと靴を脱いだ。
Oh, hosting streams from other content creators on your channel? I would love to do that. I would love to promote my friends that way.
スカサ君にあんな態度を取ってしまっただけでも嫌な気分だったのに、あのおばあちゃんが亡くなってしまっただなんて。
Returning to my room, I couldn't muster the energy to do anything but collapse into my chair and sprawl out on the desk. The last thing the old woman had said to me echoed again and again in my mind. I began wishing I'd taken her more seriously. I should have accepted the paper doll and thanked her. I should have reassured her I wouldn't go to Heavenly Host Elementary. I mean, the places didn't even exist anymore, for goodness sake. I was exhausted. It was a hell of a day, and I no longer even had the energy to move. I needed to change out of my school clothes, but still sprawled out over the desk, my eyelids drooped and closed. I was out. Also, another cool thing would be, like, you guys can only use membership emotes in my chat and on my videos. I would love it if you guys could use it on other people's channels too, like in comments and stuff. Like with Twitch. Having more chat interactions would be amazing, like hype train, sound alert donations, and hosting/rating makes the chat itself on YouTube really stale. Yeah, I agree. Good morning. I awoke with a start. The air in my room had gotten notably cooler and I was shivering.
寝ちゃった。
Rubbing my eyes, I glanced at my clock. The needles indicated it was 6:45.
もうこんな時間。
It's already this late. It was black outside my room, streaked with lines from the still pouring rain.
明日は晴れるといいんだけど。
Sunny for my exam, the weight of what the next day held for me came rushing into my mind. I'd practiced the interview process with my teachers quite thoroughly, but I was still really nervous.
そうだ。明日の用意しておかなくっちゃ。
There was still a little time before dinner. My mind swimming, I decided I'd take this opportunity to clean out all my notes and textbooks I wouldn't need tomorrow from my bag.
残しておくものは学生証でしょ。それか受験票も忘れずに入れて。 それからペンケース。
You have a Discord server, Shiki, or would you make one if you didn't? I do not have one. No one in PRISM Project has one, and we are not allowed to make Discord servers or join them.
あれ?
For our safety.
嘘。ペンケースがない。学校に忘れてきちゃった。
Shiki, what game would you recommend to download? I don't know. I don't play a lot of games. What would I recommend? Oh, Anne! That's a really good horror RPG that is available to be downloaded for free on Steam. I played it on stream. You can actually find my VOD on my channel. It's called Anne, A-N-N.
さーっと血の気が引いた。
I finally made it to a live stream. Hi, Shiki, all the way from Tasmania. Hello, Daniel! Welcome!
別に筆記用具で困ったわけじゃない。家にはいくらでも代わりがある。だけど、あの中には司君
Don't play a
から
lot of
借り
games
た
but
受
Shiki, your
験
job. I
必勝
know!
鉛筆が
I'm
入
not
っ
a
ているの。
gamer! That's why I suck at them!
取ってこなくちゃ。
Now that I think about it, have you ever heard of the Lisa series, Shiki? I think I own Lisa. I think it was gifted to me a long time ago and I've never had the opportunity. Or I kept forgetting that it was there.
お母さん、私ちょっと学校に忘れ物取りに行ってくる。
え？もうすぐご飯。
すぐ戻るから。
そう。雨も降っているし、気をつ。
あの鉛筆は絶対に明日試験会場へ持っていかなければならないものの一つだった。
No!
だから私降りしきる雨の中、足元に気を配りながら全速力で
Hello, I found you on my recommended page. I'm really interested in PRISM Project. How many members are there? Welcome! Okay, so there are currently 9 agents that have been streaming within PRISM Project, and soon there will be 13 altogether. We are going to be debuting Gen 4 fairly soon. I'm very, very excited for them. I'm very, very excited for them. I hope you guys are excited as well. They are fairy tale themed. So there are 9 agents currently. There's Iku Hoshifuri. There's Mino Ibuki. Aoi Tokimori. There's Rita Kamishiro. There's Luto Araka. There's me. There's Pina Penguin. There's Yuda Rikudo. And Nia Suzune. Yeah! They are all super amazing. They are in my channel. If you go to my channel and go to channels, it should link every single Prism agent if you'd like to check them out. They are all super great. In fact, pretty soon, probably within the next few days, I'm going to be uploading a VOD highlight of my Prism Project shilling stream where I introduced every member of Prism Project to my audience. So yeah, that's going up pretty soon.
6時45分。七不思議で語られていた時間は夜の7時。
Oh, kill a smile! Excited for Gen 4, let's go! Yeah, I'm so excited! I held hands with one. Heh.
校門前について真っ先に時間を確認した。
Shiki, do you
校舎
prefer
につ
cats
い
or
ている大
dogs?
時計が
Dogs!
指し示す時間は6時55分。放課後の吉江さんの怪談話が再び頭をよぎる。10月、雨が降る放課後、夜7。あのおばあちゃん、もしかして、やだな、もう。怪談なんてあんなの作り話だって。込み上げてくる恐怖を抑えつけるために、声を出して自分を叱咤する。
I was talking to myself, reprimanding myself in an effort to quell the fear that was welling up in the pit of my stomach.
見上げた校舎に人影はない。こんな時間なら生徒はもう帰宅しているだろうし、先生だってどれくらい残っているのか。
But yeah, I think only 2 changes need to be made to the shilling stream highlight VOD, and then that'll be uploaded. So maybe tomorrow. Maybe that'll come out tomorrow before the Alien Isolation stream. I hope you guys watch.
けれど、廊下の電気はまだ全てついていた。あれだけ明るければ、そこまで怖い思いをしなくても教室まで行けるだろう。よし、パッと行って、パッと済ましちゃおう。
I folded up my soaked umbrella and left it on the rack by the entrance, then changed into my indoor shoes. Then, entering the brightly lit hall, I took another look around.
やっぱり生徒は誰も残ってないみたい。
My deep sigh echoed through the deathly silent corridor. Ordinarily, the din of other students would drown out noises like this, but every little sound was coming through crystal clear at this late hour. Hold on, I need to cough. Oh, okay.
急がなくちゃ。もうすぐ7時だ。
I nervously sauntered towards classroom 3-4, picking up speed as it occurred to me to do so.
今朝のおばあさんね。さっき亡くなったみたい。その天神小学校で放課後校舎の見回りをしていた女の先生が誤って階段から落ちて死んだんだって。その日は10月のちょうど今日みたいに雨が降るこういう日は吉江さんが出るんだって。天神小学校がなくなってしまったことに気づいていない吉江さんは如月学園の廊下を見回って歩いているんだよ。もう何考えてるのよ私。七不思議なんて司くんも言ってたじゃない。深く考えない方がいいって。
Lightning flashed and thunder resounded with impeccable timing. I jumped in spite of myself.
とにかくパッと教室に行ってペンケース取ってこなくちゃ。
No ghost should show up in a well-lit building like this, right? And even if they did, they wouldn't be very scary under all these bright lights.
あのペンケースに入ってる鉛筆は明日の試験にどうしても必要なの。だってあれは司くんがくれたお守りなんだもの。
I picked up the pace as I continued to head straight for room 3-4.
頭部の方はもう真っ暗だな。やっぱり誰もいないのね。それにしても今日はいつもよりこの廊下が長い感じがする。ただでさえこの廊下で遅刻しそうになるくらいなのに。
I continued my brisk walk down the impossibly long hallway toward my goal, jumping every now and again whenever another thunderclap sounded. Kisaragi Academy was compromised of both a middle school and a high school, and this evening it really felt like it was flaunting its massive size. Didn't help that my classroom was in the high school wing, which happened to be past the middle school, making it seem that much further away.
いつもは賑やかな場所がこんなにも静まり返っていると余計に物寂しい気がするな。雨の音がやけに大きく聞こえるよ。
I was focusing on the scant few sounds around me as I paced down that long, lonely corridor. Then all of a sudden, I heard a faint noise, as of someone playing an organ.
今の空耳だよね。そうに決まってるよ。こんな時間に音楽室で楽器を鳴らす人なんているわけないし。
I took a deep breath, trying to calm my nerves. It was probably the sound of the rain, wind, and thunder mixing together. It just sounded like an organ, that's all. Gotta go get ready for bed. Take care, Chat and Shiki. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you for coming to vlog! But then, I heard the same noise again. This time much more clearly. It was unmistakable.
嘘。やだ。
I was paralyzed with fear. My heart was pounding as if it were struggling to break free of someone's sinister grip.
きっとまだ吹奏楽部の子とか先生が残って弾いてるんだよね。
I think I should save. Thinking about it, I vaguely recalled someone mentioning an upcoming performance by the wind. Instrument club. I guess an organ would qualify. Somebody must have just stayed late to practice, that's all.
なんでもかんでも怖い話に直結させちゃいけないな。
I took another deep breath and tried, again, to calm my overly jittery nerves.
怖いと思ったら何でも怖く思えるものだよね。
I'd heard that if you let your imagination run too wild, fear can even make you see things that aren't there. And my imagination was most definitely running wild.
あとちょっとで教室だから走っていこう。
I decided to dash towards my classroom so I could get out of this hall as quickly as possible. Finally reaching that familiar door, I swiftly opened it and flicked on the lights.
やっとたどり着いた。あとはペンケースを忘れないようにしなくちゃ。
Thanks to all my unexpected pauses to freak out over thunder and lightning, it took me far longer than it should have to get here. It was already well past 7.
7時か。
It was the appointed time when the ghost of a teacher was supposed to appear, at least according to the school legend.
何もないじゃない。
Lol. I let out a sigh of relief and relaxed my shoulders a bit. The lights were on, both inside this classroom and out in the hallway. Sure, it was still dead silent, but the fear I'd been feeling had completely melted away.
全然怖くないよ。やっぱり七不思議だなんて嘘だったんだな。
I grabbed the pen case I'd come back for and shoved it into my pocket.
よし、これで任務完了だね。
With my long ordeal behind me, more or less, I looked around the classroom and let out another sigh. I'd only ever known this classroom when it was bustling with activity, and thus found its eerie silence and utter stillness to be oddly fascinating.
教室に私一人ってなんだか不思議な感じがするな。
I got the idea in my head to try doing something I normally wouldn't be able to, like standing at the teacher's podium and writing on the blackboard.
こんなシチュエーションめったにないし。
To me, the area behind that podium from which teachers conduct their lessons was like a sacred space. I dreamed of standing there myself one day, and could hardly resist its pull when presented with a rare opportunity like this.
今なら誰も見てないし。
To my classmates, this would seem like such a silly, stupid dilemma, but that didn't change the way I felt at that moment.
どうしようかな。
Oh, fuck!
よし、少しだけ先生の気分を味わっちゃえ。
I decided I had to try it. During daily cleanup and such, I'd come and gone from the spot countless times. But this was the first time I'd ever had an opportunity to just stand here and preside over the classroom.
そうか。先生からはこんな風に見えるんだ。教室って。 なんかちょっとドキドキする。
I thought I did save.
私もいつか。
Yeah. Painstakingly detailing some new piece of knowledge for students sitting attentively at their desks. Gliding chalk across the board, filling it with information to aid them in their studies.
いつか先生になれるといいな。
I was getting so excited that even I began to think my behavior was a little strange. Maybe it was the juxtaposition of these joyous, freeing visions and the prickling dread I'd been feeling up until just a minute or two before. But then, in the blink of an eye, one of these two conflicting emotions completely overpowered the other. Ah! Suddenly, my surroundings were bathed in darkness. Going stiff with shock, I stumbled back a step. My back struck the blackboard with a dull thud.
いきなり何？
I instinctively grabbed hold of the rail where the eraser sat. I felt chalk dust against my fingertips. My panicked heartbeat was making it difficult to breathe. Was this caused by the thunderstorm? If so, it sure picked a fine time to turn the lights out on me.
しかもオルガンの音まだ響いてる。嘘な。
行くな。
Was this the old woman was trying to warn me about? That's impossible. She was no fortune teller or psychic as far as I was aware. How could she possibly have known this would happen? Hell, even if she were a fortune teller or a psychic, predicting the future is the stuff of science fiction. I shook my head.
落ち着くのよ、私。音楽室の方はまだ停電になってないとか、きっとそんな理由だよ。
I curled my chalk-dusted fingers into a fist and silently tried to talk some sense into myself.
ともかく早く校舎を出よう。
I shouldn't have been playing teacher. Should have been in and out by now. Cursing myself a little, I fumbled my way through the darkened classroom. I'd spent so much time in here. You'd think I'd be able to find my way out of it with my eyes closed, as it were. Sadly, that wasn't the case. Smashing loudly into a desk, I knocked it on its... Hold on, I'm gonna need to cough. Ah! Smashing loudly into a desk, I knocked it on its side and began tumbling after it, instinctively grabbing at other desks around me for support. Fuck, I clicked the wrong thing.
いけない。机の中身まき散らしちゃったよ。元に戻さなくちゃ。
Still fumbling around blindly, I gathered up all the scattered notes, textbooks, and writing utensils.
でも暗くて何がなんだか。 もう何やってるのよ、急いでるのに。
I didn't mean to do that. I let out a sigh. I seem to be doing that a lot lately.
これは教科書とノートでしょ。
Oh, guys. I didn't realize what time it was. We'll have to end here for today. Hold on. Ugh, sorry about that, guys. We'll have to finish this up next week. Whew. Sorry about that. Time does fly. I will have to read super chats now. Thank you again, both to Meteor and John, for the Streamlabs donos, which are equivalent to Akasupas. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We were super into it indeed. Yeah, but at least we're gonna pick up on a spicy part next week. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Feels like it's been 20 minutes. Yeah, it's been like 2 hours. Alright, let's read super chats. Thank you, Pushel. Thank you, Pushel again. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, the biggest saddest loser. Thank you, Kill a Smile. Alright, well. We went by that pretty quickly. Alright, guys, thank you so much for coming out to the Corpse Party Book of Shadow stream. Hopefully, no, not hopefully, definitely next week we will be continuing this chapter. And maybe we'll finish another chapter as well in the next stream. Like, finish this one off and then end the next one as well. Yeah. Oh, I gotta stretch. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Tomorrow we will be continuing Alien Isolation as well. Hopefully we can get past that one part I was stuck on. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. Around the same time, Alright. Bye everyone! Oh yeah, Shiki!